All right. What's up, everybody? What's cracking? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. We got some fun lower league shooting lined up for y'all for the week 3, season 5 of the Due Process League. I think we're just looking at Kickfleep, Eclipse, and I believe that's it. We had some scheduling stuff going on, but we have at least some fun for you guys today. Um, Kickflip, Eclipse. Kickfleep? Oh my lord. See, this is boxy. This is already messing me up, man. We mentioned this earlier, the kickfleep thing. It gets to me, bro.
Yeah,
But
okay. I thought you'd introduce me, but no, no, I don't even get an intro. I see how it
no,
is.
no, no, no. Listen. You
I
get your
see
intro.
how it
Trust me,
is.
trust me. So we got
Yeah.
obviously introduction. We got Doodler. We got the one and only Boxy. How's it going, man? Long time no see.
It's I was here like 2 weeks ago, wasn't I? It's not
It's
been that long,
oh, I know, but
but
it's I guess this being one of my first times on the desk, and then I'm
yeah.
like,
No,
boom, Boxy's appeared, and the
I
Doodler
definitely
Boxy
haven't
cast.
been
It's
around.
insane.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I definitely haven't been around as much as I wanted to, and it's kind
We
of gonna
missed the
stay that
Boxy.
way for this month and the next one, just because I'm so busy outside of due process. But I am super happy to jump in every now and then whenever I can, and it's mostly been lower league. I don't even know when I've last casted upper, but lower is it's also interesting. It's also very exciting most of the time. So I'm just happy to be here. How have you been, man?
Been pretty good, honestly. Just kind of recently with school and stuff, kind of lightening up a little bit. I can cast and do stuff and be a little more involved, so that's been super fun. But um, getting to watch some of these matches this week because I casted one of the last ones. It's been super fun. So I'm excited to keep doing that. But today we got a fun one. We got
Yeah.
obviously, as I mentioned, Kickfleep and Eclipse, two pretty competitive teams in terms of standings. Just in the lower league, sitting in our number 2 spot and the number 3 spot. I mean, Kickfleep. You got Flogel, you got Mr. Magenta Man Revenant, you got Voxel. Voxel's here, dude, and it's awesome. You got Chrome, Zombie, who else? Macius, Kaicho. So pretty stacked team and like team of players that we usually see in upper league.
Yeah.
But they've just been kind of kicking it back this season. Definitely kind of here just to have fun, kick back, and just kind of enjoy the game, which I really respect. Especially since they've spent so much time playing at a higher level, just being able to kind of let down their guard a little bit, put in a little less elbow grease, and just kind of enjoy the game, which is awesome. On the other side, Eclipse, I think that was formerly Rise, or what was kind of left of that roster
Mhm.
after the last season. But that's a team with a pretty long legacy of being in the league. But I mean, this season, very clearly, it's a much different team. You got Digital Doctor, league veteran, Dylan, who's the league resident British kid. Sorry, Jet, your title's
Oh,
been your title's been taken. Drazzy, Roby, I think Brody, Katz, and CBC. So I mean, two teams with some pretty commendable individual talent. So I think we're in for a
yeah.
a pretty good match here, getting loaded into the server.
Yeah.
Before we go into this, who do you think takes this, man? Do you think Kickfleep's taking it or Eclipse?
I think just looking at the rosters on paper and knowing that they have been a little bit better throughout the season so far in the first 2 weeks, I think I have to give it to Kickfleep.
Hmm.
Eclipse though, like once I saw the standings, I was like, okay, Eclipse are doing better than I expected, and they also have Dylan now, which is a relatively new thing if I'm not mistaken. So I
Hmm.
do want to see how they do, but I think Kickfleep is definitely the safer bet, at least
I
for
agree,
me
man.
coming in again
Yeah.
with being away for a little while.
Yeah, just considering the experience advantage, it's just they've been around the block
Mhm.
so much and they've had so much to learn because of that that I think they just have an inherent upper hand going into this best of one matchup. But here we are on in the server on Operation Dark Athena Killdome. We've seen this map actually quite a few times in the last little while. The northern pit there leading up to Observation Bomb Room. A couple times we've seen, at least in this season, we've seen teams kind of prep in this observation for
Mhm.
an early round green to wall breach into that observation. It doesn't seem like that is what is going to happen on the Kickfleep attacker side, but more so looking at potentially either a 5 full pit or a beach pit split, either like a 3-2 or something like that, which seems pretty standard. Looks like they're um, don't see any kind of nade for the bar, but I assume that comes out as people leave their chairs and get ready to enter the round. But should be, yeah, we see it right here logged on the map there. Just haven't picked it up yet. So looks like they're all prepped. You know, this should be we see teams get throttled on these pits every once in a while. Just up to those flashes, up to the pressure that you put on from beach and from that southern side of the map, and that is kind of their win condition here. So out of the van, into the round.
I am very curious whether we'll see any lights play on this specific tile set. It is kind of
Mhm.
there, under obs, and you need to have a lot of control to actually push up to the switch. It can be shot at from so many angles, but it would be pretty nice seeing that. Regardless, though, Beach will get kicked, and it's going to be just Flogel pushing up, while the other 4 players from Kickfleep will push into Pit. Flash is coming out. Cats, though, will make it out alive, at least for the time being. Flogel now patiently pushing up on Beach, while everyone else is just teched up on Pit. And like you said, the fact that there's no nades there for the barb, or at least they haven't been used yet, there is one on Chrome, is kind of punishing them, because they have to, kind of funnel through that barb. And then the
Wow.
as well. Oh my god, the Revenant finds one, but then gets a team kill. Cats and Digi with one each. The Chrome will shut down Cats, and it's all falling apart for the defense.
Dylan,
Oh,
oh,
alright,
huge swing.
Dylan saved it. Okay.
That was kind of a wacky round. That just seemed like the take there just wasn't fully realized, I suppose, because it was like you said, they had clearly they were thinking Barb going to be on that obs door, but that's not how that ended up going. And I think either just not seeing that and not calling for the Barb, they're already too far up. They really needed to at least get some kind of nade utility down onto that map, and it just seemed like it didn't happen. And that Barb, having that still there without any nade going down, definitely caused a lot of damage onto that Kickfleep side, and they just went down one by one. So that was very, very well played on the side of Eclipse there on the defense. Very solid way to start out this game on a 1-0 on their defense side. We've lots of conversations about, oh, defense is better, attack is better, but all that aside, great hold from Eclipse, holding off the onslaught of Kickfleep, and early lead for them onto Operation Liberty Poseidon. I can't remember
the
seeing
team
this one
kill also
before.
kind of contributed, right? So
Yeah.
for that, you gotta watch your trigger discipline, man. If you're gonna be taking out your own teammates, like, not a great start. But it was just round 1, so
yeah, no, maybe just some early game jitters. We'll see if that all irons out. And again, 2 good teams, so I'm confident that they're able to kind of gain composure and go back into the map and go, okay, we're gonna do better this time. So we're gonna see if their push is a little bit more smooth, more coordinated. Look like they're opting for reception take here on the second map. Interesting. We've seen a lot of these. I mean, less lately, but a couple months ago is when they started popping up a lot. Is these wide kill houses with those kind of auxiliary brick houses, or there's auxiliary rooms in general separated by the long breezeway. And it's interesting to see one of these again, just because a lot of teams approach those differently in terms of which side of the map that you prioritize. Whether that be you take the big side of the map and just hold that breezeway from inside to make sure that if they put anyone in there on the defense, they can just hold them there. Or if you take that outright and then just move through the map with a split. And it looks like that's what they're going to be doing with a 4-1 there, with the Saber through reception. So interesting to see how this one's going to play out.
Yep. Okay, so the breezeway window is being shot out early on. That's, something you always want to do, just to kind of increase your chances of the defenders being zapped by the UAV if they cross breezeway and aren't careful. But no one's going to be crossing that anytime soon, because, well, no one's playing in Brick House. It's going to be bridge now, and they are going to slowly push in. Flogel pushing solo once again, though. He will use a smoke to smoke off anyone in the reception teller door. What do we call those doors even? Or the table, rather. What do you call that table?
I'm honestly not sure.
We should make a standard class.
Should name it. Yeah.
Well, wrap back around to that, I guess, though. The attackers, they've already kind of secured, Brick House, Breezeway, they've pushed through. They have a lot going on for them. Actually, they have plenty of utility as well, so there is that. Dylan will fire off a few pop shots off from lockers, but none will connect as of now. And the attackers, they got a lot of control early on. They still have a minute to play with. They need to, not stall now.
Oh, another team kill from Roby on the Cats. Oh, no.
Well, I mean, they evened it out, right? Last time it was Rab for Kickfleep. Anyways, the bomb is getting tapped. It is a 2v2 Digi and Robbie. They need to start pushing up and defending the bomb. Saber is in hands of Box, although it's going to be hard attacking those, or taking those close quarters engagements with it, but it's going to end up working out.
Yep, Revenant's just in a safe spot with that Omni Bomb there. Knows that Digi's playing there in that hole, and he can just sit safely on this side of the bomb, completely covered by both ends. It's pretty. I mean, it's not like a wider bomb, but you can definitely play around it a little bit more. It's with a full 360 to where you can defuse. So, you know, there we go. So kind of what we were saying. Kickfleep able to clean up their execution a little bit. Obviously, again, we got some team kills going on, but um, it's neither here nor there. That happens. So 1-1, Kickfleep Eclipse, evening it up with that attack round there on the kill house. Good to
Yep.
see. Good to see. Glad they didn't, boom their mental on that first round and say, "Oh, we lost that." Oh, there goes my brain for the whole game, which I'll admit
Well,
I'm guilty of that sometimes, but
I just
that
wanna
happens.
put it out there. By the way, if I miss a lot of stuff happening, that's on me. Forgot to update my game, and now I'm not spectating for myself, and it's showing. There's so many times where I'm like clicking on my screen to zoom in on a player to see what they're
Oh
holding, and
no.
it just like switches between POVs in Discord. So that's on me.
Hey
I
man,
forgot to
I'd say
update.
that's on me for having the PC that can't stream this game at an acceptable resolution and frame rate. So if there's some
All
that
good.
you're not seeing, then
All good.
that's on me. But Red Spectre, I think I want to say we saw this in one of the series this weekend. Um,
Yeah.
I have been very very public about the fact that I don't really like Bank. I'm not a
Okay.
huge fan. I think
Why
it's
is
just
that?
one of those tiles that. Well, here's the thing. I think the move of the vault from Kill House onto Bank was like cool. Like I like that, but I just feel like the way that the map is lined out and how close everything is, it ends up just being a team deathmatch in a way. It just ends up being okay. The attackers are going to bring a bunch of flashes for the important rooms, then they're going to get the button, and then it's just everyone is killing each other in one square of the map. It feels like a lot of the times defenders either have to play their defenses perfectly really far up into the map to not concede too much map control, or they lose. You know what I mean? Like they lose those
Yeah.
early fights, taking early peaks. Um, and it's just kind of I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad at it, and that's my justification for not enjoying it. But I don't know.
I
It
mean,
seemed always a little funky to me.
it feels like all of that just stems from the fact that Bank, like you said, it's a huge map, and B, it's the only map where you need to first press the button and then get to the bomb, which is usually like
Hmm.
on the other side of the map from where the button was. So usually it's easier to just kill all 5 people and then not worry about anyone else, coming up
Mm.
behind you as you go for the button in the vault. So I'd say that's probably why Bank is played as it is. And I get why you're not a fan, but I also feel like I don't know, it brings something new that other maps don't, which is great. Another team kill though, and it's another one from
No.
Revenant onto Zombie. Wow, okay, Zombie's in the doghouse today apparently, though Dylan will equalize it out, or actually get the lead for his team. Digi was the one that fell early, but Cat is gonna get Vogel as well, so now we're actually in the 3-3. Cat's low on HP though, but we'll still get Revenant. Can
Oh
falling
no.
apart for the attack. It's just Voxel with that saber. He can't even save it because it's round 3, which means he has to take 3 separate fights. First of which is going to be against an auto shot.
The
He actually
one.
finds the first one. That's good. He has that going on for him. He didn't take any damage in that molly, or at least very little of it, which is very nice. But there's
Oh,
still
he doesn't
2
check it.
players playing close to him. And there we go. Robbie's going to
Yep.
take him out. That's 2-1 for the defense in the first split.
I think these teams do they need to like tie balloons onto their teammates so they know, hey, I'm not supposed to shoot this person. This guy's my
Oh
friend
god.
because that's what 3. That's one
3,
team
yeah.
kill per round. So
Well, I'm pretty sure rounds 1 and 3 are both Revenant onto Zombie team kills as well,
oh
which makes it
no,
even funnier.
Zombie's gonna
But
have a
now
stern talking to him after this.
it is
He's not gonna be
Eclipse's
happy.
yeah, it is Eclipse's turn. It is Eclipse's turn to team kill next round, so
Yes,
hopefully Kickflip should have an advantage.
I'm
They should
really
just keep it
excited.
up for literally the entire round or the entire game. That would be beautiful.
Oh man. All right, we're back on that kill dome. Gonna see if Eclipse on the attacking side are able to if they opt for the same kind of plan, if they account for the barbs, where they actually end up being, because that was a bit of a bit of an oof on the first attacking round that we saw for this one, but it looks like going for a lights play this time, which I think is not a bad idea with that wide open observation on the right side of the map there. Um,
Mhm.
honestly, Yeah, looks like that's what I was going to assume was the case, but looks like they're just going for a straight 5-man beach.
Well,
And potentially, you see this here, I think they're going to go for the wall charge. So that could be very fun because I love seeing that play happen.
lights
Um,
are being hinted at, by the way, which I'm also a fan of
mhm,
because well, I don't know. I feel like on most, and I could be completely wrong here, but most kill domes where the bomb is in, in observation, where you will need to push in there to get the bomb. I just feel like not having to worry about you being seen from, a tucked away corner and like the top part of ops here, for example, is just
mhm,
so very valuable. So going for lights is something that I do wish that Kickflip did on their attacks, but I guess they will be defending against it this time around.
100%. I'm a pretty big lights fan, especially on these kind of maps. So we'll see if that's what they end up opting for. It may end up just being a very fast kind of hold W kind of play, all the way up beach, fork onto lights and for the wall charge, and just get in. So we'll see how that ends up going, or if they even bring the charge at all, or if that was just kind of like a hey, watch this. But
Well,
we'll see.
there's no clackers in pocket, so I doubt there's any charges.
I just noticed that. Yep. So looks like a totally free green.
Yeah, I mean, with, Killhouse and Bang being up next, both of which you can definitely use two charges on most of the time, I get why they're echoing
Oh,
here. But they are going to be punished for it. Cat's going to be the first one to fall Vox with a nice mop shot there. And it's going to be a 4v5 right off the bat. So not a team kill to start off the round, but Kickflip, they do have the advantage regardless.
oh man. Well, off to a good start, right? No team
Yep.
kills.
Yep.
Killing the other team. That is the objective of the game. So
The
glad to see
round is
that's.
still young.
Oh no! Don't say that.
Do it.
Oh, it's so funny. Voxel gets traded out though. Digi, love seeing him on those snipers though. Chrome.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Hurry up with the
Okay.
tub. Gets Digi. But he's got
Oh,
another fight to deal
no.
with.
Oh no!
It's falling apart for Eclipse. It's just Dylan left in a 1v4.
Does the British man get it? Nope. It's gonna be a Revenant
No,
shutting
you
him
can't
down
let
and
Chrome do
equalizing
that.
the score once again,
No.
2-2. Are
You
you
know,
not a Cub fan?
no, it's not just that. It's just that
Rule
I saw that
150, no
coming from a
Cubs?
mile away. If I
Oh,
see Chrome holding W up to beach without anyone,
you
holding that angle to stop him,
you
I
know who
know he's
didn't
getting
see it
somebody.
coming from a mile away?
You know,
Whole Eclipse
I
apparently.
Eclipse apparently didn't.
Yeah.
No, well, I've seen Chrome play enough to know you got to watch out for him. He's exactly the kind of type that's gonna find any opportunity to just run straight through your defenses.
Hmm.
Whatever gun he chooses, he's gonna shoot it at you, and you're not gonna know it's coming. So love to see that from him. Hard holding that beach take. Maybe would have been best on the Eclipse side to bring some kind of supplemental breach utility into the map with them, but
Hmm.
maybe that's just kind of banking on, okay, maybe they're going to bring a mop, maybe we can steal some utility and get whatever we can advantage-wise off of a full green round and then go into these next two with full breaches, which I suppose could be a good way to approach it. And we did see the wall charge go up on this one, and this could be scary if they, bring 5 again to reception. This time bringing the DL to open that green door, flash deep into hull, and just get that charge down fast and flood into lockers. And if Kickfleep isn't fully ready for that, that's one of those plays where the round is over before it starts. And,
Hmm.
before you even really know what's happening, they're in on the bomb, flashes in every corner of the room, and you're full white, wondering what's going on while you hear your team yelling out every call out on the map, and the round is just over. So hopefully, if
Is
Eclipse get that take nice and tidy, they'll be able to catch Kickfleep off guard here, which could be fun.
is Flogel known for taking auto shotty? Because that's something that I don't remember. I feel like if anyone on that team, it would have been Chrome on auto, maybe Zombie even. Flogel taking auto is something that surprises me, but I do want to see how it plays out for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Flogel bring some. I feel like Flogel is definitely one of the kind of players that can bring whatever's really needed for the situation. And if
Hmm.
like it seems like Chrome's going to be playing a long crossfire with Revenant, and this could be really scary. Just looking at this nasty crossfire
Look at the
between
nade.
Chrome and Revenant right here.
He has the nade ready.
He
Does
does.
he get it?
Flogel, yeah,
Does
he
he
does.
get
That's
it?
right. He
He
throws it.
throws it out? Oh no, just a little bit
Team killed the
short.
Bard, if you want to think of it that way. Now they got a
Well,
path into the room.
Now, yeah, I guess it's not a full-on team kill, but there we go. He makes up for it. He gets 2 before finally being dropped by Digi, but that's both Dylan and Robbie taken off. Cats equalize it once again,
Oh, what a
and then
comeback
gets
there.
the advantage as Revenant gets his head taken off his shoulders clean. 2v3 now. Cats is on low HP here on about 50, or CBC rather, excuse me, on 50 as well, and Digi also takes damage now and eventually succumbs to shots from Voxel. So again, 2v2, so much time to work with. Still a flash in each of the attackers' pockets, but they need to push up, they need to play those refrags, and they just wasted a flash.
Oh no, bro!
No!
What is happening?
How?
Last
Well,
round was so good. What?
Nope. Nope.
The team kills are back.
Yep.
That there is their advantage pretty much gone. But
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably gonna try to go back in and maybe make this a fair fight. No, he's out. live with your life choices, hero.
Well,
Maybe not. I don't know what's
nah,
happening.
nah.
He's got the wall charge in
like,
hand.
He gives like the clacker. He gets the wall charge. He goes out. I think. No. No. Okay, he's committing to it. I respect it. Oh
One
no!
flash.
Zombie though. He mauls himself, and now it's gonna be a tough job to actually has the bomb there. Flash, and he pulls up to the lockers. Voxel and Zombie, they're both very close together, so they could potentially get taken out, but nope. It's gonna be Zombie finishing off the round. That was a very dangerous molly, though. I don't know if you saw that, but Zombie, his molly went short, and he basically mauled himself off.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What just happened? I mean, right at
kill?
the end there, I see him run out of
kill?
reception. I'm like, all right, he's doing the smart thing. He's gonna leave with the clacker in charge. He's gonna take his loss and go back at it for the next one. But that breach utility gone for this next map. And the team kill, he wasn't even really shooting anybody. He just kind of gave him a love tap, and there goes the 2v2.
Out of the 5 rounds that we've seen so far, 4 had a team kill in them.
Yes.
Just wanted to point that out.
That's an interesting stat for the viewers here. This is weird, man. This is a weird match already. There's, a lot of team kills, obviously. Kind of just some weird decisions, I think, on executes, especially on attack. Just the way that they're handling it. I feel like there's a lot of good plans coming out from both teams. It's just a matter of executing it once you get into the map. That's just been lacking for some reason.
I'd argue that there's been too much executing, especially one's teammates. They've been executed quite a lot.
Yes. Well, hopefully. Maybe we should just stop talking about it. Maybe we're like, this is like caster curse right now, and we mentioned it once, and it's just gonna keep happening over and over again.
The caster's curse would be if we say, well, hopefully there's no more team kills, and then there's like 6 of them. That's the caster's curse. If we just keep mentioning it, we should be good.
All right, awesome. I wonder if someone's gonna get team killed this round, Boxy. What do you think?
I hope so now. I hope so. Gotta keep it up for the memes.
Absolutely. This is what I wanted to see here. This is kind of like why I enjoy watching lower league matches, because it usually doesn't end up being like your kind of high pace, intense, like upper league playoff kind of matches where it's neck and neck the whole time. This kind of feels like we're watching a fun game, having some fun with it.
Listen,
not too much tryharding, it seems.
I would agree with you. I would 100% agree with you. But then again, we had a 5-minute speech at the beginning of this game about how both of these teams are so experienced and they should probably be in upper league as they have so many players that have already played there and are, very good, very experienced. So right. I don't think that we can say, oh yeah, lower league, haha, funny. They're not tryharding. They should be. Both of the teams should be doing much better than they are. And yes, like you said, there have been a lot of great plans, but the executions haven't been, up to par.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. Maybe we set an unfair precedent. Who knows? But into the map here, we'll see what happens. We're already in.
Oh well. Smoke dissipated now, and the attackers have entered the building. At least most of them. So there is that. Hero Cats, they will be creeping up through the vents though, and then finally blowing red as well. They swing in. Nice flash.
Chrome gets out.
Yeah. And it forces. Is it Zombie? I'm not actually sure. Kind of got blurry.
The accounting player, Chrome.
Chrome
taking that first fight, got flashed. Yeah. He's like, all right, I'm out of here. I don't want any of that smoke. I'm gonna get out while I can. But Flogel traded out. Chrome traded out.
Everyone's being traded out. Yeah.
Yep. Zombie's going down.
No.
Yep. Just Revenant left in the vault, all by his lonesome. Does have two mollies in hand, though, with the barbed wire to support him, so could bide his time a little bit, but 40 seconds to get on the bomb for Eclipse, and that tall
There's
ask for
still a
Revenant, I
nade.
think, here.
There we go. The nade also got tossed out, which means the barb is no more. And now when Molly got wasted, Keds, Digi, and Dylan, they're all ready to push
Oh,
in
wait.
Hero with the
They
freshly
had
picked up mop as well. Oh, they had another
they
one.
have a stash of Molotovs, so they have
That could
4 Molotovs in total to hold off this
potentially
push, and
work. Oh
Revenant,
my
this
god,
might
the
be
flashes are
possible.
coming out. Does he get it? No, there's no way he gets it. 30 seconds left to deny. There's still 3 defenders waiting there. He did get Keds, but that's all that he got. Another
No
flash. He
way!
gets another one, but Dylan pushes through. Revan now just has to deny the next 20 seconds. The
No
bomb is
way,
being tapped. And
Revan!
Revan has to push, but he gets it, and then Hero dies to the Molly as well. And it's a 1v4 for Revenant. Well, there was a team kill,
What?
by the way. There was a team kill. There's that. There's
No!
that. Yes. Yes.
Oh my lord. Okay, there was the team kill. I don't want to detract from what just happened on the defense side there. I think the majority of their plan there was to have those Molotovs sitting for Revenant in Vault by himself and have the
Okay, look at the
entire
team
rest
kill.
of the team just getting damage at the doors, getting as much shots downrange as they can, getting killed, but Revenant's got a much easier life down the road when they're all at, 5, 10 HP trying to get into that vault through 4 Molotovs, and they take the win from that. That is incredible.
I mean, that was a round that, Kickflip shouldn't have won by any and all accounts, but they still somehow
Mhm.
managed to pull through, and it's massive, and they increase the lead that they have over Eclipse as well. It's 4-2 now going into the second half, and, well, that's way better than 3-3, right? So, they still get to stay on defense for 3 more rounds, and they've been doing way better on defense than they have been on attack. So, I mean, they won all 3 of their defensive rounds, right? It was 1-2 for Eclipse going into their defenses. Question
I
mark?
believe so, yeah.
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 So the fact that Kickflip they got 3 more rounds on defense, they could potentially even close this one out 7-2. I do think Eclipse they get a few more rounds in, but it's definitely shaping up to be a quick, clean Kickflip game. Also, I really want someone to just make a montage of all the team kills from today, and it's
Please.
gonna be like a frag movie.
Yes. Oh man,
Twitter
it's
content. AK, if you're listening,
incredible content.
you know what to do.
Station, maybe? Station? You in the Twitch chat?
Mm-hmm.
Our favorite due process content creator? No, maybe. We'll see if some stuff gets posted to the DoTube channel and in the due process official Discord. But for now, Sinister Judgment.
Okay.
Pretty wide C-store here, actually. I've been noticing this a lot. There's been a lot less vertical maps in pool. Most of the vertical maps that you see are usually kill domes, but everything else has actually been like very long horizontally. And a lot of wide open bomb rooms that I've noticed, especially with like the way that the storefronts and the fridges kind of interact with one another, and how it's just one big space here for attackers to have to clear out all these angles, flash deep, get all those angles cleared out. Looks like they are going for a storefront breach.
Do you think these open big rooms with the bomb bin that you just spoke about, do you think they're like a part of the Omnibomb update? Are they here because the bomb is now omnidirectional, or is it just a coincidence?
That actually might be a fair point. I'm honestly not sure when this map was designed, but it does make sense giving defenders an opportunity to kind of have more counter defuse approaches, I suppose, like being able to swing from this bathroom. And if he's a diffuser here, you get him. If you swing from freezer and he's diffusing here, you get him. So that kind of thing. That I actually didn't really consider that. And with Omnibomb being in the game, the way that the maps are laid out are definitely changing slowly. I'm really excited to see where that goes.
Yeah, same. Chrome Trigger will prefer to breach a little bit, one find any, but Revenant finds one before being traded out by Cats almost immediately. Again, a 4v4, no team kills left as Robbie, or yet rather, as Robbie gets one Chrome with one of his own, and then Digi finishes it up, at least for now. The lights have been pulled, it's a 2v3, Flogel very low on HP, and he's going to be the sole remaining defender playing with, I believe that's the Legros. Again, that's a little bit blurry for me, but he has the LS in hand now. Bomb is being tapped. He has to go for the shots. They don't know where he is, and he spots one. There we go. That's Digi taken off, but the bomb is still being tapped. 70%, and he has to push.
He's too far away.
No time, though. He may get an exit frag at least, I guess.
Yeah, that's tough for Flogel once his teammates go down there and he's stuck by himself in that freezer. Especially with the Lagros there. It's like you said, I mean, what can you really do with that kind of utility going against... It's kind of like we said. We were talking about having defenders have the chance to kind of... Oh, Was that a
He
pick
got
at the very
that.
end there?
Yeah, yeah, that was a pick. I'm pretty sure. I didn't see
Nice.
the yellow text, but I think another kill popped up, and there was two Flogels at the end on the kill feed. So
Heck
I
yeah. Nice
think
showed,
so.
Flogel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made sure that only one of the attackers survived. He made sure that there's only one set of NVGs going into the next round.
And
Possibly
that's
two of
big.
the Saber was
Yeah.
brought and picked up. So that's yeah, huge. But on the flip side, kickflip flip side, so funny.
Nice.
Eclipse, they won their first attacking round, which means it shows that they're still English. They still are in contention. It's 4-3, which means just one more round and they tie it up. They are not down and about yet, and I do want to see if they can maybe tie it up on this factory. Though I think this one goes in favor of Kickflip.
Oh no.
No,
I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing here,
no, no.
but Kickfleep, they
Yeah.
are hard reading, it seems, a server's breach, and it looks like they are going to be doing the classic Flogo Barb here, which is kicking down that red door, a red door where you may anticipate a breach to come from, or a red door where attackers are going to have to pass through to get to their desired breach location, kicking
Mm.
that, and then throwing a barbed wire down. And at that point, you have so many angles where you are now the person that's going to initiate that fight with them
Mm-hmm.
not being able to breach and throw flashes in the way that they want to, and especially having to go through that barb. If we maybe don't see a nade come through from the hands of Eclipse here, this could be a nightmare of a funnel for them. Maybe force them to go through the green, which they've also got barbed wires marked down for too. So this
Mm-hmm.
could be a nightmare of an entry for Eclipse if this kickflip setup goes to fruition the way that they're planning it to, because that
Yeah.
is devastating to deal with, at least on attacking
It,
sides if this happens to you.
It would have been an even better strat if there were more NVGs in play, because then, those red server doors would have been even more appalling for the defenders, or the attackers rather, as they would just
Mhm.
be, they could be going for the lights as well. We know that's not going to be happening though, because like we said, only one set of NVGs left. But like
Wow.
you said, there we go, the kick barb is there, Logal's ready
Mhm.
for it, and it's going to be, I believe, Revenant also contesting
Oh,
it with
nade
him.
goes down
Bucks
though.
up there to help as well. Well, I mean, that just means that the attackers, they've burned their one grenade before even entering the building, which is also
Mhm.
a huge deal. The Saber's going to be playing there. Mollies are flying out. Again, just stalling the attackers. They're going for those feet shots where you can see them, but they can't see you because of the height difference. Something perspective. Voxel with a nice angle. He finds one, but he gets
Oh,
concussed
great
just a
flash,
little
though.
bit. But Flogel, he's ready for one. Make that two as Cats and Robbie. They both fall. Hero Heat or CBC, he did find one. But I think that's a worthy trade. Flogel, though, can he get another one? Auto up in hands again. And yes, that's
Flogel!
3. Dylan, Flogel, what are you doing, Dylan? Finally taken off by CBC. But Revenant is there to at least dish out some damage. CBC now low on HP. Digital still at full. Or I guess a little bit less than full now. But he still picks up Zombie. 2v2 now. 1 minute and 10 seconds left.
Wow, I mean, we didn't really see that early round go the way that I maybe anticipated it to, but with those mollies and just all those rounds going down range, Flogel going huge by himself. I mean, Revenant kind of stuck in office and doing the best he can to extend through that rafter there, but
Mm-hmm.
huge play from Flogel with that auto shotgun. Maybe we counted him out with the auto too soon on that kill house because he went huge, but
Yep.
smoke on the bomb, Revenant just biding his time, support from Chrome. Hero seems to be lurking outside this fan here, maybe waiting to make an entry. Flash goes in, but a little late going in, a little bit of a stumble. 30 seconds, 20 to get on the bomb, and really all Kickfleep have to do is bide their time, get their angles, and they win this. Revenant going down though, Digi with a great shot. Just Chrome left in the 1v2, playing around those pipeworks. Hero running around the side. Chrome gets it, one left. Digi. Flash goes out, but Chrome seems to be safe. And he gets it! Chrome
There you
Trigger
go.
saving the day.
That's what happens when you don't have NVGs and you still pull lights. And yes, I know the Saber was there. I know that's why they pulled the lights. But in the end, it ended up costing them. You saw, I think it was Digi sprint up, and then he was like, oh, I need to turn on my flashlight. And,
Mm,
what got him killed in the end. So
what a
another
round.
great round from Kickflip. Yeah,
Yeah, what
great
a great
entry.
hold.
I really wished we'd seen more from everyone but Flogel that was kind of holding those server doors.
Mhm.
Flogel was really the, sole hero there with a double and then a triple later on onto Dylan, which I don't know how he survived, honestly, but
I think
he
that
got the
pressure from
kill.
Revenant there was really important, though, just to put the shots to divide
Oh,
their attention there on that last guy, Dylan. Doing the best he can to close out Flogel, but getting shot through that door there and,
mhm.
Flogel with a great auto play. It's not
Yeah.
much you can do. So great defense there.
True,
Kickfleep bringing it
true.
back 5-3.
We're back in
Um,
Gildan though, which
mhm.
is another interesting one, right?
Oh, and this is a
It's
really wacky one too.
another vertical one. It's kind of segmented off. It's like a lot of narrow pathways, but there are a lot of open areas right next to those closed pathways. It's super hard to explain, but you guys
Hmm.
see it.
Yeah, no, of course. There's a lot of like individual rooms in this one. I feel like there's
Mhm.
like a very distinct room here. There's a very distinct room up here. Pit is its own room, and there's obs, and everything is very much. It seems like one of those maps that you take as an attacker.
Discombobulated.
Very, yeah. It's very like you need to take this one step at a time. Just think of it as one room each. Maybe just think of it more as like a kill house, maybe even. Very different maps, obviously, but I feel like the way that you approach this versus one of those maps where you can enter through a beach and you can see all the way down through the end of the map. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how they attack this.
I do have good news for you, by the way. A little bit off topic, but still.
What's that?
It's now been 2 rounds, which has been the longest period in this game that we've went on without a team kill.
Oh wow,
This could be
both
round
teams
number
really
3.
stepping it
Yeah.
up right here. Look at
Yeah,
that.
we've had team kills in rounds 1, 2, 3, then 5, then 6, but 7 and 8, nothing. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
We
I
should we
miss
should
the
put
team
this
kills.
in the I don't know if you remember the scrolling sidebar in the overview scene
The
for the
ticker,
prod pack.
yeah,
Just put like
yeah.
the kickflip and Eclipse team killed like
It's been
X amount
0
of times
days
in that
without a
series.
team kill.
Yes. Oh man, that's so funny.
Oh
Eclipse
my
out of the van, looking for looks like a beach and red door jungle take here, splitting a 3-2. So definitely doing what they can, or actually an observation take. Oh no, but this is going to be a firefight and a half here in this observation. Look at
I
that.
hope that the push coming into ops is going to be very passive there. Oh, there we go. Okay, we kind of rotated around. No, no. Okay, so Hero and Robbie just switched places. So
Little
yeah, what I was
indecisive, it
saying,
seems.
I do hope that the obs push is kind of like very passive, just there to create pressure, and the beach
Mhm.
people actually push up because they are the majority of the team. They have most of the utility, and I don't know. If you're Dylan and Robbie, you got to be very passive there, or you'll just get taken out very, very early on. You're going to do nothing for your team. On the other side of the map, though, you have Hero, Digi, and Cat just pushing up, taking control of base. They can push into pit. They could potentially even go for lights in just a little bit. And there's no one really contesting them at the moment. The first one is going to be, I assume it's a Rev. Again, it's a little too zoomed out for me to read it. But no, it's actually Vexel. There we go. Dylan finds one. Vexel refrags immediately. Cats finds Revenant as well. Falling apart for the defense, but Zombie, he keeps his team in contention. Digi's going to be the next one to fall. As it's a 3v3 again, very early on in the round.
Yeah, no, they're making their way through pit. Robbie ending up winning that engagement and observation, getting a lot of, map control and information for his team, just kind of playing super passive, looking through into that jungle. Zombie taking out cats, but Roby's still there,
Ooh,
supplying
okay.
information to his teammate. 2v3 here for Eclipse, definitely still doable, but not a lot of time on the clock. And as I say
No,
that, Chrome Trigger
no.
taking down Hero, and not much Roby can do here, really. Maybe just take his ones as he can, but it looks like this is already a sealed, done round. On the side of Kickflip. Goes down. Yep, there it is. 6-3
Oh, yeah.
for Kickflip.
Well, we are on match point, and I said that earlier. I did think that Kickflip, they were the favorites. I will said that during half when it was 4-2. I was like, yeah, Eclipse, they may get another round or two, but I think ultimately this is a surefire Kickflip game, and it is shaping up to be just that. I do want to see if maybe Eclipse can kind of hold out a little bit longer and maybe rake up a few more rounds. But honestly, if we ended on 7-3, I think it's pretty representative of how this game went in general.
Hmm. Yeah, no, just looking at the stats here, you can see on the side of Kickflip there, 3 members of that team with over 1,000 damage as opposed to just the one on Eclipse on
Mhm.
Cats, 11 and 8, doing great job for his team getting those kills. Dylan 2 out of 2 opening duels versus Revenant's 3 out of 3.
Now,
So
now,
lots
now
of kills on
imagine,
Kickflip.
imagine how high Revenant's damage would have been if the team kills were included. Would have
True.
been double. Would have been double. I love
That's
you,
probably
right?
an extra what, 400, 500?
Yeah, at this point,
That's so funny. Well,
amazing.
no team kill last
I
round,
love
but
Mom.
we do
Oh, did you
see,
see that?
yeah, we saw
Oh.
a very, very heartwarming message.
Well, it is Mother's Day in the
It
U.S.
is
today,
Mother's
right?
Day.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you?
oh, it is. Well, a little less wholesome now. I don't know if we see that, but Zombie Bacon ruining the moment as per usual with the map drawing.
Oh.
We don't talk about that. I'm just gonna cross that out. Operation Sinister Judgment.
Are
Same kind
we?
of wide storefront we mentioned earlier. Um, we saw this kind of go to the detriment of the defenders there. I remember mentioning these maps are interesting with Omnibomb because the defenders can kind of play counterbomb from a lot of different angles, but that actually ended up
Mhm.
being the downfall of the defenders there, just because the last remaining player was just so stuck as the attackers were diffusing from an angle that he can't attack, with the rest of the attackers holding every possible choke point he could leave from. And it's actually just kind of an interesting interaction with bomb and the way that you can diffuse from any angle. So we'll see how the attack ends up panning out. It looks like they're planning for kind of a cheeky wall charge on the side of Kickflip. Looking through Green Door office, planning through into freezer and getting that clack off there, giving them access to the north side of the map through that fridges. And this could be um, one of those rounds where not a lot happens till the very end when they finally start seeing each other, because Digi, Solo Man, and Arcade going to be playing for that green take, and it looks like the majority of that fighting is going to be happening at that fridge take after that wall charge.
Yeah.
Be
The one
very
thing
interesting.
that Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's interesting
Oh.
way to attack this map
Oh.
versus the wall charge onto storefront, which is usually the meta play here, but they're opting to kind
Yeah.
of flip it on its head and go the other way.
The one thing that kind of plays into what we were talking about earlier with those, big C stores recently is that we've seen less people actually bringing the necks here just because the angles have been so long and not all people are comfortable with, shooting a neck at
Hmm.
medium or longer distances. We only see one. I think I saw it on Cats. Yeah, it's on Cats. This one. Usually on C store, like it's very often you see both necks, but here it's just going to be one. It's going to be one Lagros, one Ingmar, one short and one long AK. So a lot of medium to even long range weaponry there being brought out. And again, I think
Hmm.
it just ties into what you were talking about, how they've just been kind of bigger. Crumb though with the entry onto Digi, and it's going to be an early kickflip round. Breach comes out though. Robbie has to fall back now. He's caught by flashes, and there we go. A bullet to the back of the head by Zombie, so Robbie falls as well. The bomb is
Wow,
just being
Chrome.
at the attackers. They're overrunning everyone. Chrome finally falls, but Other Five finding another one. Rev with the cleanup though. It's all up to Dylan to try and clutch this one for his team, but Flogel will shut him down. The bomb is defused, and we end this best of one on a 7-3.
What a beautiful round. I mean that I failed to see the wall charge or the
13
door
kills.
charge come into play in the arcade, but beautiful job of segmenting their attention away from what is going to end up happening with that wall charge in the freezer, and making them think, okay, we're defender here. We hear that door charge go off in the green kick. A majority of that pressure is going to come from the arcade, and I think that was a large part of the plan. There is making sure that Eclipse on the defense there, just on the back foot the whole time, wondering where these attackers are going to be coming from. That was beautiful from Kickfleep to close out that game. Revenant ending up 1,300 damage. Again, not counting team damage, but a lot of impact in that round from now 4 players on Kickfleep that ended up with over 1,000 damage versus 2 on the side of Eclipse. So definitely a lot of kills coming out from Eclipse, just rounds just not ending in their favor. And we mentioned the early game being a little bit wobbly for both teams, but Kickfleep ending up finding their rhythm. And a lot of those players on that team, I mean, that team, that comp is very much one of those teams that thrives off of keeping other teams on the back foot, and making sure that they don't know how to predict or account for or counter their plans in any given game. And they really showed that very well this game against Eclipse. GG's to both. Kickfleep ending up taking that out.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
like we
I
said,
think you
predicted
pretty much,
outcome.
yeah, I think you pretty much, said everything there is to say. So once again, thank you for tuning in. I do believe we have another match coming up in about 10 minutes. So we're just going to go on a short
Mhm.
break, and you shouldn't go anywhere because we'll be right here when the match starts. So
Yes, sir.
catch you then.
All right.